Hi YouTube. Good afternoon. It is, let's see what day it is. It's Tuesday. I did some overtime today and I was thinking about a top 10 to do in correspondence to my mood. And a subscriber decided to say they want a book review and I owe them a book review. So I'm going to do 10 books that I've read in the last 6 months that I absolutely love. 8 of them are linked to my channel towards altruism, and 3 of them are novels, so you get a little bit of entertainment value as well, because I could go ahead and just sit there and read textbooks all day long, and it's very interesting to me. So here we go. These are 10 books that I've read in the last 6 months. All right. Number 4. I need a pen. What color do I want today? Evidently, I want black. So here we go. Number 4. Stories that I tell myself. So this is written by Juan F. Thompson. One of my favorite writers of all time is Hunter S. Thompson. And this isn't one of his books. This is a book about Hunter through his son. So if there's any writers that you like, if you've read their autobiographies and you're really attracted to their writing style, it's always going to be slightly skewed towards their own point of view. So reading this one was very eye-opening for me, and seeing the kind of person that Hunter actually was, as opposed to how he portrayed himself, was very interesting. So I give Juan mad kudos for writing a book about Hunter S. Thompson. I thoroughly enjoyed it. This one I listened to on audiobook, so it was actually told through his voice, so I got to actually hear, you get to hear the emotion too, so it's a good book. So thank you, Juan. All right, next we got number 6 here. Number 6, The Doctrine and Ritual High Magic by Mark Anthony Mutuk. I'm sorry if I slaughtered your name. This one pertains to ritual high magic. I like to study all sorts of different kinds of religion. No, I'm not a warlock. No, I'm not into witchcraft. But yes, do I study all sorts of theology. I do not just eliminate one because it's got a certain stigma. I feel like I can learn from everything, whether it be paganism, whether it be Buddhism, doesn't matter. There's all sorts of learning that can be learned. I think all the doctrines from all the religions have something to teach, no matter how good or bad you may perceive them to be. Some of the writings in the Quran are absolutely beautiful. Some of the writings in the Bible are absolutely great. The one about ritual high magic, a lot has to do with lesser magic and how to believe in yourself, meditations, and stuff like that. So some of these are probably obscure books that you probably won't ever be caught dead reading or looking for, but there's still stuff that I'm interested in. So I owe it to you guys to be honest. I'm not just going to take books the 10 books that are on Google and are like, these are the ones that are the New York Times bestsellers of 2020, because I'm just not like that. So I'm sorry if you're offended and you find out that I read some pretty twisted things. Okay, sorry. Next. All right, this is one of the novels. So the other ones are not novels. This is a novel. And we have Galaxy Outlaws. And this is by J.S. Morin. And this one is absolutely long. It's not a light read. It's about 85 hours if you rip through it. An audiobook is what I listen to. My work shifts are about 40 hours, so I can do big books pretty fast. And they keep me thoroughly entertained, and I've just been sick of music, so I've been in podcasts and books for a long time. So Galaxy Outlaws, absolutely great. I'm not going to tell you what the novels are about because novels get spoiled by people accidentally explaining too much. So just look into it if you want to read it. It's all sci-fi, so that's what kind of things I like to read, sci-fi, fantasy, believe it or not. Okay, this is one right before it, number 9. Deception Point by Dan Brown. Another very good novel. A lot have to do with governments and people, espionage, you know, stuff that makes you think. I would say suspense thrillers. I might as well do my other one right now. The other one is Sphere by Michael Crichton. Is that how you say his name? Chichton. I can never spell his name. Crichton. But this one's only 13 hours long. But from the very beginning... Okay, so when it comes to novels, I really think a novel needs to be captivating from the very beginning to the very end. It's got to tell a story. It's got to have some people that are... I like stories told through a specific person and not like a storyteller. So this one was written about a guy, and basically in the very beginning of the book, he's going to a sphere and he doesn't know what it is. So like the very first paragraph, he's like, it's like almost like Jurassic Park. He's in a helicopter and he's heading towards a building, heading towards this place. So yeah, look up Sphere. Michael, you always put out great books. I don't know how you do it. I love the way you write. All right. Oh, I already did this one. Number 7, The Book of Magic Power by Jason Augustus Newcomb. This is kind of like the doctrine of ritual high magic. Goes into a little bit more of layman's terms and how to get results and what you need out of ritual magic. If that is something that you're interested in, no, I don't practice ritual magic. But yes, I do practice a lot of the mental things that are involved with. So sometimes I might pick up a book because I want to learn a little bit more about a specific thing, and a book that I'm going at is not giving it to me. So I have to continue to research, and then it'll give me something. And my brain will not give up on something until it is completely fit in with the knowledge that it needs. And then finally I'll be like, yes, now it makes sense. And then all of a sudden the light bulb will go on and I'll be like, I can put the book down and I don't need to read it anymore because I completed my research, or I'll be completely captivated and I'll just keep ripping through it. So yes, Book of High Power Magic is very good. All right. These next ones... I can't believe these are going to be on my last 4. These are probably my last 4 favorite books that I have actually read. Love. This one, writer Alan Watts, if you guys know him, he's a Zen master. He's a teacher, guru. Well, not a guru, because gurus are like specific to a person. He teaches Zen. So, Out of Your Mind by Alan Watts. Absolutely astonishing book. Changed some things about me. I discovered a lot of things about myself through this book. Without getting into too much detail, Alan Watts is absolutely mastermind when it comes to plugging the universe together. He's up there with Carl Sagan. He's up there with Carl Jung. There's a lot of people that can just start talking, and I will listen to his speeches. I will listen to his books. I will listen to his words because they grab my heart and my mind and they twist them around, and he makes so much sense because he'll make a point and he will give you so many different analogies to get that point across where you will finally understand what he's trying to say. And I really appreciate that in a writer and public speaker and anyone that knows how to work with words, because words are very difficult, because when you're saying them, only certain people are angled in a certain way. And he can talk and everyone can get his concepts. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor or if you had no education. That's how good of a writer he is. Alan Watts, man. Here we go. The 12th Planet. This is a culmination of 30 or 40 years of research by Zecharia Sitchin. If you are fascinated by ancient aliens, if you watch the History Channel, if you are on Science Channel or anything, you would be referenced to this book probably nightly because he's in so many. Zecharia Sitchin is a famous writer, author, professor of all sorts of different theologies. He basically takes all theology, melts it down into a pot, and he can pinpoint certain points and aspects in time. He's a history freak. Obviously, he's not around anymore, but he's got a number of books, and all of them have so much history in them, and he does so much research that you can save yourself a lot of time. He'll reference tons of books that have already written before him, and he'll put all that information together into his books. So pick up his books if you're into anything about stuff predating the Bible and ancient history. If you like Ancient Aliens, like I'm saying, like read his books. His words and his work should never be overlooked. It should be added to your guys' research because he's a great reference. All right, that leaves the last two. And let's see what it's going to be. All right. So this is number 2. I actually have number 1 being number 1. Number 2 is the Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch was a book that was omitted from the religious catalyst canon of the Bible. There was a number of Bible books that were taken out and omitted for all sorts of different reasons. The reason that I believe that the Book of Enoch was omitted from the Bible was because it did not meet the what's the word when it didn't meet the Crusades idea. So it kind of went against, it was a heretic. It had the entire creation of humanity. I know that it says in the Bible that the creation and Genesis is all there. They do reference Enoch. Enoch, I believe, is the father of Methuselah and the grandfather of Noah. So when you're talking about ancient aliens and you're talking about analogies, it's very easy to bypass Genesis and not make a lot of sense of it. But if you read the Book of Enoch, which was omitted from the Bible, it makes entirely so much more sense. Because what actually happens is the Bible starts human history at around 6000 BC, and that is very, very off because even a lot of the books that predate the Bible, they actually have more history in them, and it's really sad. I can't tell you why because it's dangerous information, but I can tell you that if you read the Book of Enoch, it makes a lot more sense. And I can't tell you, why people used to live thousands and thousands of years longer then, and what we are now is we can only live like 100 years, and it's just been recorded that way. Maybe when I feel more confident and safe in talking about this information, I will go through it. But if you ever want to see me on, Snapchat or Facebook or Instagram, I would love to talk to you, even over the phone, if you are curious to, talk for a long time about this kind of information. Some of it's very dangerous, and the reason it was taken out is because people are not supposed to know it. And it's one of those things where if you search true enough and hard enough, the answers are always there. But if you just listen to your mind and you listen to those around you and the information that it's taught to you and indoctrinated, it's going to be very easy to have cognitive dissonance and not want to believe and change your ideas and thoughts, especially when it comes to something that you still strongly believe in. And so with the 12th planet and the Book of Enoch combined, they are a massive tool to unlocking the secrets of humanity. They're actually written very true and very, very, very good stuff. The last one is my favorite book of all time. I've read it over 33 times. It's the shortest book on this list, and it's the one that's right here. It's the Kybalion, written by the Three Initiates. It is, I guess I would say, if you want to say Hermes is probably one of the writers, but the way the languages switch, it might not just be Hermes. The Three Initiates, so the Book of Thoth, the Emerald Tablets, ancient Egyptians. So you guys, Egypt is the key to everything. That location, I'm telling you, is absolutely fascinating, and I'm never going to stop researching Egypt. in ancient history. It is the one thing and it is the one key that holds all the truth to what's going on right now. So there's my top 10 books that I've read this year. I mean, top 10 books that I've read this year in the last 6 months that I have actually fell for. They're just absolutely beautiful books. The novels, not so much because they're more for entertainment value. However, the theology ones are very, very good if you're searching for altruism. I want you guys to have a wonderful evening. I'm having a great evening. I'm going to go get some food because I'm starving. I don't know what to eat. But maybe a burger. All right, you guys, take care. I love you, and adios. I will see you tomorrow on the flip side.